Somebody just called me a narc. I'm assuming they don't know what the disorder is. But anyway, y'all, listen. So I said I was gonna bring y'all the video on the new supply, right? How I hooked up my narc with a new supply. I did it. I did it. I had to do it that way. I wanted to see this stuff in real time. I was kind of learning the game. So I thought this would be perfect. He was a young guy in orientation with me. We all worked at the same place at that time. All right. And this young guy that was in orientation with me, you know, he was pretty attractive, you know, pretty attractive and pretty, you know, humble, like a calm tone. So he had asked me, you know, we went orientation for like a week and a half or something. So he had asked me, you know, if I went out or anything like that. I told him, nah, not really, because I didn't at that time. I was putting everything into the narc. So he gave me a flyer to a comedy a comedy club, right? I found out he was a comedian, and we exchanged numbers, right? And so they took us on a tour of the workplace, right? My narc was working there, like I said, as a therapist at that time. And we got the tour, and like I had just been noticing how, you know, when specific people enter the room, or especially the ones that's attractive, also not just the ones that's attractive, the ones that are very, very outgoing, but seem very, very nice, you know, to others and kind to others, those are the people that the narc would sniff out, so to speak. So anyway, we ended up going through orientation, right? So he started to you know, be around. I was seeing him around, you know, he was seeing me around. She was seeing me around. She was seeing her around. You know, we were seeing each other around or whatever. And you know, one day me and her, we got into it, right? And we stayed into it for a couple of days at a time. So one day, she was walking toward me, right? And I was walking in the opposite direction. So we were gonna pass each other. And a little bit behind her was the new supply. This is the person that I targeted to be the new supply for her, okay? And so as we were walking, I stopped to say something to her. I can't remember what it was. She was mad, like she wasn't saying anything to me. I think I was on punishment, the silent treatment, the punishment thing. She wasn't really saying anything to me. I can't remember why I stopped her. But anyway, he was walking past us, and he looked at her and said, "Smile." And so she said something along the lines about, "It's nothing to smile about," something like that. And so I looked at him and I said, "Well, maybe you can make her smile. Yeah, you're a comedian. Maybe you could make her smile." All right. So anyway, after I said that, what I did, I didn't stand there with her. I walked away. I went on to my unit. I left those two right there. So a day or so go by now. This guy is FaceTiming. She's FaceTiming. I work the night shift. When I come in to go to work, she will be getting off. That's how we would end up passing each other, because that time clock was right there. So she would be getting off as I come in. He worked the day shift too. He was a recreational therapist. So they're both getting off when I go in. So a day or so passed, I'm seeing they FaceTiming, they talking, they kicking it, right? They kicking it, they FaceTiming. And I figured, oh, this would be a perfect supply right here. This is perfect. And he was young. So I knew he didn't know, you know, or anyway, so he was young, you know what I'm saying? But I stuck around. Like I said, I hooked it up. Yeah, that's the person I picked out. I chose this person. Yeah, and this person would come over and bring her food, cut the grass. He would do just little things, smoke the gunji. You know, he'll have the gunji, come by and smoke it and leave. he would do little stuff, but he would mainly, you know, he was closer to her. Well, he called himself being closer to her than me. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. And at the same time, I knew he was looking for a quick screw, you know, a quick whatever around the child. Because there was a lot of females, a lot of women that work in those rehabilitation centers, the nurses, the therapists, a lot of the MHTs and stuff. They're women. So, yeah, so basically, you know, they got to know each other a little bit. And anyway, I think he stayed around for maybe 3 weeks or so. And after that, he was gone. He was gone. She had pretty much ran him stupid. I'm talking about had the man doing all kind of stuff around there. And I think he was hoping and wishing that maybe he could hit, and he probably did hit. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is he didn't stay around long. If you ever come across this video, Frank, if you ever come across this video, Frank, I want to know what you think. You didn't even stick around long for me to see what you thought. You were just pretty much in and out of there. What made you let up so quick, son? What happened, man? Yeah, what happened? Yeah, man, what happened? So that's what happened with me hooking them up. Yeah, she got what she needed out of him. And then he felt, I believe that he felt, I really do believe in my spirit, that he felt that shit was a big red flag. And he got the hell out of there. Yeah, he got the hell out of there. He wasn't bringing no more gungy around. He ain't come by. The grass was growing up tall as me. Yeah, he got the hell out of there. So it's going to be some new supplies that come. They're not going to be able to stay around long because you have to be able to adjust to the dysfunction. Narcs don't understand how much dysfunction they have around them, how dysfunctional they are. I learned it. Let me tell you. In a relationship, when it came down to me hooking him up with her, the healthy thing to do would have been to say, oh, this is my girlfriend, such and such. For one of us to say that. You know, and then he'd be like, oh, so this yo, okay. Because he knew I had a girlfriend. I had told him. I just didn't tell him who it was. And I wasn't going to tell him who it was because I knew the game. I wasn't finna tell him. So even when we was all out there that day, and I walked away when I could have just stood there, right? I walked away. I did the opposite of what the healthy people do. That's what you have to do with the narc. That shit throws them off. If I didn't walk away, oh, she was going to really work me with him. That's how I feel. But because I did everything in the opposite, the times where she thought I cared, the triangulation and all that, when it only works if you put energy into it. When you start walking around like, you know what, I really don't care. Because I already knew the game, so I already knew what was to come. So I didn't care. I just wanted to see if it was going to go the way I thought it was going to go, which it did. So I did the unhealthy option. And how did I think of the unhealthy option? Well, I thought what was healthy first, and then I just did the opposite of it. Yeah, that throws them. Remember I told you in one of my videos, I said, if you can change one number in the math equation, then you throw the whole equation off. If you get one number wrong, then you can throw the whole equation off. So when she was on the phone with him and I would be around her, I would get up and go somewhere else. Yeah, I would get up and excuse myself. If he came over, if any of her friends came over for that matter, for that, any of them, I excused myself. I knew him and I said hey to him, but I would excuse myself. Just like I told you, when I had her tapped out on that liquor and she passed out, now it's time for y'all to go, friends, because we can't coexist. Yeah, we can't coexist. The healthy thing would do was to sit there and entertain the friends. But the unhealthy option is to do the opposite. So instead of entertaining them, I'm not finna entertain them. It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. So yeah, I hooked them up. I knew he a comedian, but I know he ain't find this shit funny. Yeah, Buddy got out of Dodge, man. Buddy got out of Dodge. Narc come right back to me. Every time one came up, Narc come right back to me. But that's the first and only supply. The first and only supply that I hooked her up with. She made it seem like I didn't. You know, like, oh, I've been knowing him and this, and that. But I knew him first. And the moment I said that line, maybe you can make her smile. I looked at him and said it, maybe you can make her smile. Narc say they love me. I love y'all, man. I appreciate the love and support. Y'all know I'm gonna bring the hard, cold, concrete truth. All right. I got another video to drop too today. The one about the demon. That's gonna be the next one. All right. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light, power. Take care of yourself. Love you. Peace.